The Hermit card. The Hermit connects to the Hebrew letter Yod, which is the fire in the beginning of all God's creation. And it has a numerical value of 10. I like to think this is Moses on Mount Sinai. Sinai means moon, like sin. So mountain of the moon. And he's standing on a mountain, so mountain of the moon. And he's number 9. All 9s connect to Yesod. Yesod is ruled by the moon. And so Moses, he created the 10 commandments. And even Yod has a numerical value of 10. And then Moses, just like the hermit, he guides the light of God. That's why there's a Star of David in the lantern, so that he guides people to the light of God and brings them to God. And he shows them in the darkness, like when you don't have God in your life. So he just tells people the way they should live. And he teaches new things that's better for you. Because a lot of people, they just kind of get stuck in tradition. But he's like, no, actually, this is better. Whatever it is. It could be the new diet, the new technology, something like that. He shows the new way. This is also the Virgo card. Virgos are very much like that, like the CEOs, the bosses. They have other people's lives in their hands. Even though you might not literally have it, but you write your name on all their paychecks. Something like that. A lot of chefs are Virgos, or someone who does massage, owns their own business. These are like Virgos. And so you think about just showing the new way. And he even has a staff. A lot of the staff, it connects to Yesod, because Yesod is a ninth sphere of the tree of life, but it is like a funnel or a chute. So it funnels down all the energy from above in the upper worlds, and then funnels it all down into the real world of reality. So it creates the new thing. And it's kind of like a phallus also, because Yesod is also the sacral chakra. And then, like Moses, he also had a really big ego. And the ego, he just never wanted to be the manager or leader. He always tried to find an excuse not to do it. He always had plans, but God had other plans, and he couldn't not do it. He was like forced to do good, almost. I don't know if you know the story about Moses, but Moses stuttered really bad. And so how could he be a leader of these people if he can't even communicate? And then God said, don't worry, I'll have your brother Aaron speak for you. Also, Moses, he was going to be the king of Egypt. But God said, no, I need you to lead these people who don't like you at all, because Moses was living with the Egyptian royalty. So it was kind of like an uppity Jew. And the Jewish people did not want to follow Moses because of that, because he seemed like a traitor and didn't seem like one of them. So why is this guy supposed to lead us? So Moses, he didn't want that because people didn't want him to. And Moses, he also killed a Egyptian guard for beating up a Jewish slave and killed him with his bare hands. So Moses was a murderer. But God said, you know what? It doesn't matter. I got other plans for you, and you can't talk yourself out of this. And so if you look on this Moses, you'll see like a dark caricature of this guy with his shoulders up and his head looking into the sky, all like grumpy. And so it just looks like an upset Moses. And so it's like a negative ego where it just tells Moses, you know what, just give up. The people don't believe in you. The people don't see you anymore. They don't value you. And so they only like you, like they lose faith in you as soon as something goes wrong. And then they expect you to find the solutions. And then when you do find the solutions, then they respect you again. And it's just like this weird cycle. It's like you could just walk away right now and not have to come back. But Moses, he always is forced to do the right thing. Just like Virgos, who are perfect, supposedly. They all just feel like they're doing the right thing, and they're doing it for others. And they're the ones that have the responsibility to take that leadership role and take the other people's lives in their hands. And moreover, this card is like Moses going up to making the set of 10 commandments himself, which was the second time. The first time he comes down with commandments that God made, and the people said, we don't need your commandments because we already have a golden calf that we're worshiping. Moses got so mad that he broke those commandments on the ground, and he was about to walk away. But before he walked away, God said, no, go back up into the mountain again and make a second set of commandments. And Moses is like, well, you already made a first set. But God's like, I'm not going to make a second set. You make the second set. And so the whole time Moses is chiseling at the stone rock, trying to make a second set. And he was mad the whole time. because he was like, what's the point? But he had to like be away from the people for at least 40 days, like a whole month, and to get his head straight and to figure things out before he can finally go back, reconnect, and reconcile, be on the same page, introduce the new thing again, and then this time they give him a second chance. But he actually gave the people a second chance as well. You'll see that a lot of times in readings where this is a guy who is alone now after a confrontation, and then he needs some time and some space to figure things out. Give him about a month, he'll come back, he'll return, and he wants to like have reconciliation. There might be some new rules, might be some set of new healthy boundaries, but it's all for like the betterment of the relationship. And that's the Hermit card. I just like the card a lot. It has like that secret hidden body behind it. It's pretty cool. Once you see it, you just never unsee it. All the 9 cards have secrets hiding in plain sight.